Good afternoon, my name is Dan, and today we're going to look at the proper installation of the Tester Drawer 3 and Drawer Box 3 on your O'Reilly's tester bench. Let's start by determining what parts we need to bring your cabinet back up to date. There are two main parts, the Drawer Box 3 and the Tester Drawer 3. If all you have is a damaged drawer box, there's no need to order the lower section. As well, if the lower section is the only part that's damaged, feel free to reuse your drawer box. Let's take a minute to unpack our Tester Drawer 3 and make sure everything is there. As you open the box, the first thing you'll notice is a package of screws. You'll use this to attach the base to the cabinet. The second thing that we notice is a set of detailed instructions. You can use these to supplement with this video to make sure you understand all the aspects of installing it. And then the third is the actual Tester Drawer 3. This consists of a top and a base. In preparation for installing this, you'll find that it'll save you some time if you were to separate the top from the bottom. To do this, slide the top open and you'll notice two tabs here and here. When you depress these tabs, you'll find that the two separate relatively easy. Let's set the top aside and just focus on the base right now. When replacing the Tester Drawer 3, in most cases, it will look something like this. The base will still be attached and the slides may or may not be. First thing we need to do is remove the existing base. You may notice 6 embedded screws that go through the base into the body of the cabinet. We're going to remove those first. Once the 6 screws have been removed, the entire base should slide right out, leaving you with a fresh surface to install your new base. Let's take a minute to get the inside of our cabinet clear of sawdust, battery acid, or any other debris that might have accumulated. Taking our new base and making sure that our slides are oriented to slide out of the front of the cabinet, we're going to do our best to center the new base left and right, equal distance, and flush to the front. Once we have that, we can get the screws from our kit and go ahead and screw them in place. Don't worry if the new holes don't necessarily match up with the existing older holes. These screws are sharp enough that it will make a new hole. Excellent. Now that the base of our Tester Drawer 3 is installed and secure, we can go ahead and install the top. To do so, making sure that the face is oriented out, we're going to set it right on top and line this up with the drawer slides underneath. This will be done just like you would a drawer in your kitchen or in a desk. Once the slides are lined up and locked in place, the upper should be able to lock in and not slide out when you pull it. This is an important feature to make sure that the battery box or battery doesn't fall out of the cabinet once the installation is complete. Now let's talk about the installation of the Drawer Box 3. Let's open up our box and make sure that all of our parts are here. As the box slides out, you should notice two parts, the actual battery box and a tray. Let's set the tray aside and just focus on the installation of this. Before we actually install our Drawer Box 3, let's take a look at the cabinet and make sure it's ready for the installation. I want to ensure that the existing slider that's on the cabinet is still in good shape if you have not replaced this already. Make sure that your slides slide smoothly, that they do come to a stop position, and that you do have a level, clean surface to mount our drawer to. If we look at the bottom of it, we have 4 through mounting holes that we'll use to put a screw through to attach this box to this base. To do this, we're going to slide our drawer out so we can gain access to the top, and do our best to line this box up left to right before we install the screws into the floor. Now that we have our battery box slid out and we have it centered left to right, I'm going to install a screw into each of the 4 mounting holes. After the 4 screws are installed and the box is secure, we'll replace the battery floor. Now that you've completed the installation of your Tester Drawer 3 and Drawer Box 3, let's take one last chance to do a quality inspection and make sure everything is installed correctly. As we slide out the drawer box, I want to make sure that it comes to a complete stop and is secured to the cabinet. If I remove the tray, I can look in the bottom of the drawer box and make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4 screws are installed and it is secure. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws are through the base of the slider to secure it to the cabinet. If all these are in place, your installation should be complete. If you have any other questions about this, about installation or other parts you may need for the cabinet, please feel free to give us a call at area code 901-219-2362. Thanks so much.